From Austin Jones manipulating young fans to breaking down in federal court.
I won't lie. I'm scared. I'm scared of what I'm capable of doing to myself.
To Sam Pepper saying what no prankster ever should.
I wanted to do something that could highlight the difference between abuse towards a woman and abuse towards a man by doing a social experiment.
Here are 10 male YouTubers who got exposed as predators. Starting with Austin Jones, who was once a wholesome kid with a guitar, covering pop songs with millions of viewers and everything a young musician could ask for. Behind the covers and friendly smile, however, was a story that unraveled into something far darker than cheating scandals or internet drama. This was not just any DM. It was one between a 20-year-old YouTuber and 14-year-old fans asking for sexually explicit videos. And it wasn't just a moment taken out of context.
It's just cause it's for the benefit of both of us, cause I'm horny all the time. So if we just keep talking, I'm probably gonna ask for videos on a daily basis. And then I'm gonna feel like a dick, and then you guys are gonna reject me, and I'm just gonna feel like shit, so it's just easier this way.
Worse, all this happened while Austin Jones was building a public image as a clean, family-friendly creator, making this a case of betrayal instead of just bad judgment.
If he was hurting, he should have talked to a therapist and not groomed children.
Initially, Jones tried to deny these allegations, posting vague apologies.
Hi guys. I know a lot of you probably have some really harsh and negative opinions towards me right now, and I understand why you do. But I'm asking you to please put those opinions aside for a few minutes and listen to everything I have to say. And if by the end of the video you still have the same opinion, then so be it. But at least you will have your opinion based off of the full story and the truth.
But the FBI didn't let him. The investigation uncovered explicit messages to at least 6 minor victims. And in response, Austin Jones finally admitted everything in federal court.
I won't lie. I'm scared. I'm scared of what I'm capable of doing to myself. I'm insecure. I always have been. I've always needed constant reassurance to convince myself I'm worth anything. I hang on to every remark made about me. I don't have the confidence to just brush hate off and not let it affect me. It all affects me. Some days more than others, but I listen to the negativity more than I listen to the support. There's so much pain, and I know pain is supposed to make us feel stronger, but I'm getting weaker. And what if that's all life is for me? Just pain and no progress.
This did nothing to stop the justice system from labeling him a predator.
If he was hurting, he should have talked to a therapist and not groomed children.
In 2019, Austin Jones received a 10-year federal prison sentence. Unlike Sam Pepper, who lost his career after being exposed as a serial harasser and predator, now known for controversy and cancellation, at the time, Sam Pepper branded himself as an edgy prankster pushing boundaries.
I'm Sam Pepper. Today I'm going to be pinching girls' bums with my secret
But behind the prank videos and shock value content was a disturbing truth. Sam rose to fame as a controversial YouTuber and often appeared as the funny one making edgy content for laughs.
Hello guys, I'm Sam Pepper, and today we're doing a little Old Man Francis prank. Trust ball! Oh, you were meant to catch me.
It's all good, bro.
Okay. Trust ball!
Gotcha!
Trust ball! Trust ball!
But allegations soon revealed that Sam wasn't just controversial. He was actively assaulting women and fans.
And a lot of people are upset about this so-called prank, including many of his followers. Now, this is the video that has this YouTube celebrity in hot water.
I'm Sam Pepper.
YouTube sensation Sam Pepper, famous for his prank videos, is causing a lot of controversy. In his newest video, he walks up to women asking for directions, then grabs their behind. He not only has many of his followers upset, but also advocates for women.
It's completely inappropriate. It's against the law. And it just sends a wrong message.
We don't know from the video whether the women are part of the prank, but the girl shown here, even though she's smiling, you can also hear her say, "I don't like that." I don't like that.
Once that bond was established, things turned darker with one of the most disturbing allegations coming from multiple women who accused Sam of rape.
He was holding my hand and he put it onto his crotch area or near his crotch area and kind of moving it closer, and I pulled it away and moved both of our hands, we were holding them back into the middle, and then he, this might be my memory making it up, but I think he kind of just got really more annoyed at that point and just sat by himself just watching the film. I felt like I was the one kind of doing something that I wasn't meant to be doing, which was refusing.
This left no doubt that Sam's goal was never comedy, it was access, bringing young fans into his toxic orbit for sexual exploitation. And the internet made its verdict loud and clear. Now, despite the overwhelming digital evidence, however, Sam Pepper has never been charged. And while the creator has been banned and demonetized across most platforms with his reputation destroyed, the lasting impact he had on his victims remains.
Back home, he's just...
Our eyes has gone.
No, they haven't.
One eye has gone.
No, it hasn't.
No, how? I think they're pretending, but one eye has gone.
You think they're pretending?
I think they're pretending, but I think they're actually one eye has gone.
No.
Seriously, I'm not joking.
But Sam Pepper wasn't the only controversial YouTuber to abuse their platform. Like him, Onision earned much hate for his outspoken persona and toxic presence within the community. But in 2019, that facade shattered. Behind the rants and chaotic videos, multiple ex-fans, girlfriends came forward. And what they described wasn't just a toxic relationship. We are survivors.
I know that in the video that he posted online, I basically was like, oh, nothing is going on, guys. But he wanted me to make that video, and he like really pressured me into making it, and I really didn't want to.
But if that wasn't bad enough,
let the rating people begin. I know I'm a scumbag. He's such a scumbag. He gives his honest opinions. Anyway, I like this girl's eyebrows. I dislike her fashion. Boom, roasted. I like this girl's anime style. However, her collarbones kind of freak me out. I like this girl's seemingly proportionate face, but I'm no fan of the hairline. Those roots are just a little too dark.
But the internet had already reached its verdict. I've been a victim, so I'm not an abuser is the sorriest excuse I've ever heard. Fans unsubscribed, platforms banned him, and former collaborators publicly cut ties. And while no charges were ever filed and no legal action taken, his reputation was burned to the ground. 5323. As of 2025, Onision's platform is a shell of what it once was, with no new uploads and limited reach. But even Onision's horrendous actions did not compare to EDP 445's unhinged behavior. Real name Bryant Moreland, EDP 445 originally rose to internet fame for his passionate Philadelphia Eagles rants.
Chip Kelly, what's up with it, cuz? Get the fuck out of here, bitch! Oh! You like that? Take you and that college-orientated shit and that shotgun shit the fuck out of Philly. I just got the news. The Eagles fired head coach Chip Kelly. Get the fuck out of here, bitch! You like that shit? You like that shit? Go sit back, motherfucker, and ruin my motherfucking team, nigga. You like that shit? Get the fuck out of here, bitch, and never the fuck come back, my nigga.
So when he got caught trying to meet a minor, people thought it was just edited out of context. But it didn't take long until it became clear this wasn't a setup. This was a predator caught in plain sight. Worse, on top of being caught on camera attempting to meet a minor, EDP 445 also had a history of inappropriate messages to underage fans. Videos showed him making excuses, claiming he was there to get a cupcake, and later admitting to the conversations but denying intent.
Okay, all right. So, again, what brings you out here today?
Well, I was coming out here to...
Glasses off.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
But despite all this evidence, for years, the internet simply watched everything unfold until 2021 when YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter all began banning his accounts. By then, predator catcher groups had also received numerous reports, and his footage went viral, with EDP 445 no longer allowed to have a platform. But while that makes EDP 445 a caught predator, Mini Lad was part of a growing wave of gaming YouTubers building massive communities.
Alright, welcome everybody back to Amnesia. Thank you everybody for 3K. I just hit it like half an hour ago, whatever.
Welcome to my Q&A video. This one being for 5,000 subscribers, and that's a crazy number.
I did an Omegle fan meetup for 100K, so...
Yesterday I hit 300,000 subscribers, which is a crazy amount. I really can't thank you guys enough.
I want to thank you guys so much for 500K. I'm going to hit this later on tonight.
Thank you guys honestly so much for 1 million subscribers.
2 million subs! Guys!
Thank you all for 3 million subscribers. It's...
5 million subs. It's a number that just doesn't make sense anymore. The fact that I'm...
But sometime in 2020, Mini Lad crossed a line that should have never been crossed. He brought in multiple underage girls to exchange inappropriate messages with him. Once investigations began by the internet, Mini Lad initially denied everything. But when screenshots started surfacing, what they revealed was horrifying. Multiple conversations involving sexual discussions with fans aged 15 to 17 were shared publicly. And even more messages involved minors in uncomfortable or exploitative situations.
If you don't know, my name is Hallie, Weird Girl 2364, and I was manipulated and completely used by Mini Lad, aka Craig. And I recently, a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, have exposed him for all of that.
And telling you guys what happened, I feel like I need to say it. The reason I did what I did, and there was even a message where I said this, is because what I said there is true. I did try to end my life at the beginning of 2017.
Before I exposed Craig, I was tweeting out about how I was scared I was about to expose a big influencer. It was fucking scary. I'm a person who vents on the internet. Should I? Maybe not. I don't know, but he totally knew I was talking about him.
This was proof that Mini Lad was in fact the predator the internet suspected him to be. And he was exposed, posting an apology and admitting to the behavior, which was still better than the outcome faced by Cryotic, whose anonymous persona may have hidden his identity, but in real life, it's he who's facing the consequences. For nearly a decade, Cryotic was praised as a mysterious internet star, building a brand through his distinctive voice that directly targeted gaming fans.
Well, thanks guys. It really means a lot, you know. I'm sure this is very cliche to say, but I never expected that to happen. You know, it's really cool, you guys. So, Dog.avi staring at me really awkwardly and it's making me very uncomfortable. But hey, that's fine. That's fine. So, well, all I can really say is thanks. I'm just gonna keep on doing exactly what I've been doing since 10 subscribers. But, hey. Thanks. Take care, guys.
But behind the anonymity and gameplay commentary, a darker truth was unfolding, and this wasn't new. As exposed in June 2020 by multiple women coming forward, Ocean, a former fan, revealed that the YouTuber had pursued a relationship with her starting when she was. By the time these allegations surfaced, he revealed that the behavior had been ongoing for years. But in response to the backlash, Cryotic actually admitted to the allegations in a confession stream. Unfortunately for him, the internet was not buying his excuses. Cry admitted to grooming minors, and Cryotic was forced to disappear from the internet entirely. But while that makes Cryotic a confessed groomer who vanished from the internet, Call Me Carson was part of a growing wave of young gaming YouTubers making content with massive communities.
Gonna put an ad in the classifieds. The ad's going to read, looking for a structurally superfluous. The stock market has crashed. The world is coming to an end. In case you didn't know, the Star Wars films are actually based off of the time period of the 1940s.
But sometime in January 2021, Carson crossed a line that should have never been crossed. He exchanged sexually explicit messages and nude photos with multiple underage fans, including a 17-year-old girl named Sam when he was 19. Once investigations began by his own friends in Lunch Club, Carson admitted everything in their private Discord. But when screenshots started surfacing publicly, what they revealed was even more disturbing. Worse, his own collaborators, Noah, Travis, Slimecycle, Schlatt, and Ted Nivison, all knew about it months before because Carson had confessed to them. This was proof that Call Me Carson was in fact using his fame to exploit minors, exactly what the internet suspected. And the fallout was swift. His entire friend group from Lunch Club publicly cut ties with him, collaborators denounced him, and the group disbanded. But despite all the evidence and his own admission, Call Me Carson was never criminally charged, receiving only social consequences instead, which was still better than not facing any accountability at all. After a 7-month hiatus where his only communication was a single tweet saying, "Give me a little bit longer," Carson attempted a comeback in August 2021, announcing a year of charity where he'd donate his Twitch profits.
Hey guys, it's been a while. This isn't going to be your average YouTuber apology video, and I'm not going to make it long and drawn out. I've learned a lot this past year. I'm not seeking forgiveness, nor am I looking to make excuses. I'm sure some of you are expecting some long drawn out video explaining my truth of the situation, but I have no intentions of doing that. I'd much rather just tell you what I can do in the future. For the next year, I plan to donate 100% of my profits to charity, with a different charity being the focus each month.
But fans were divided. Some accepted his return, others believed he should stay gone permanently. The internet debated whether a 19-year-old exchanging nudes with a 17-year-old was a power dynamic issue or just a minor age gap. Regardless, Carson's image as a lovable, funny gaming YouTuber was forever tainted. Since his return, his career has never reached its former heights, serving as a reminder that even without legal charges, the court of public opinion delivers its own verdict. Much like what happened to James Charles after he decided to pursue multiple underage fans, which is also what happened next in the YouTube Predator timeline. Initially, the beauty YouTuber had a reputation for being talented, charismatic, and the first male cover girl. But all that changed in 2021 when multiple underage boys came forward with allegations.
James Charles commented and liked one of my videos. At that age and at that moment, you know, it was crazy. It was pretty freaking cool. It's like I accomplished something, you know, like not long after he messaged me, hey, I responded almost immediately. Who wouldn't respond? It was exciting, but that excitement did not last long at all. The fun didn't last long at all. It honestly came crashing down just as quick as it...
He asked me what my age was, and I told him I was 14 years old, and he told me I was very young. And I said, yeah, and he said, add me on Snapchat because I feel more comfortable talking on there. And so I said, okay, like, let's do it. Like, but he was asking me to send him nudes, and he kept wanting me to go to LA, and he kept...
In 2021, he admitted saying there were inappropriate conversations, flirtatious messages that crossed boundaries, and continued contact even after learning their ages. Despite the severity of the allegations, James Charles uploaded a video that stunned the beauty community. Investigations revealed the YouTuber had a pattern of reaching out to young male fans and pursuing them despite age gaps. Following this backlash, James Charles tried to defend himself. He did it claiming he was holding himself accountable for not properly vetting ages and for the benefit of people who wanted to understand his side and get clarity. Clip. And when that didn't work, he uploaded a predictable apology. But nothing could reverse the pattern of pursuing underage fans like they were potential partners. Since then, James Charles has attempted to rebuild with mixed results, his subscriber count stabilizing but his reputation permanently damaged. Much like Shane Dawson, who not only damaged his career, but also did something highly disturbing. Let me start by saying the content Shane created was inexcusable.
Oh, well, hello, children in a hot tub. I like to keep kids in hot tubs by me all the time. I'm kind of like, you know, a little kid. Man, look at these two. Oh, yeah, look at that bikini. Yeah, you guys just keep being sexy, okay? I'm gonna walk away.
With over 20 million subscribers, Shane Yaw, aka Shane Dawson, was once seen as YouTube's documentary king and empathetic interviewer. On the surface, his content was emotional, his storytelling compelling, and his brand built on relatability. But in June 2020, when his old content resurfaced showing inappropriate behavior with minors, viewers got to see a different and much more disturbing side of him.
I love you too. Can you twerk for us?
Okay.
Twerk for us.
Oh,
here we go. She's moving furniture.
Yeah. Good girl.
Yeah, now tell her to show herself.
Stop it, Shane Lee.
Last decade, Shane Dawson, a massive YouTuber, posted videos sexualizing children, made inappropriate comments about minors, and then claimed it was all just edgy humor from a different era of YouTube. And that wasn't all Shane did. Years ago, Shane Dawson, a popular creator, created content showing him pretending to masturbate to a poster of then 11-year-old Willow Smith, asking young fans to twerk on camera, and making sexualized comments to minors during meet and greets, recorded and posted online for profit. But long before these clips resurfaced, Shane Dawson was already showing signs of inappropriate behavior toward minors in his content. Worse, he defended much of this as comedy from a different era, never truly taking accountability despite multiple apologies over the years, encouraging some to question whether his remorse was genuine or just damage control. And the way he defended it was almost like excuses you'd see from someone refusing to accept responsibility. He claimed that if people were offended by his sexualization of children in old content, they should understand it was just jokes, and the culture was different then. Viewers called for YouTube to take action. YouTube needs to permanently ban creators who sexualize children. This is setting an unbelievably dangerous precedent for the future, which the platform did, demonetizing Shane's channels, forcing him to finally face consequences. But fans were not ready to accept that. YouTube demonetizes him in 2020 and he instantly posts his most generic response to the situation. Goes from defending it as jokes to a forced apology within months.
Hi. If you've been watching me for a while, then you know that I have done a lot of things in my past that I hate, that I wish I could make go away, that I try to make go away by deleting videos or untagging my Instagram things or literally doing whatever I can to pretend like those things didn't happen.
Since then, his career once built on documentaries, conspiracy theories, and emotional content lies in pieces with a permanent stain on his name. Much like what happened to Lion Maker, real name Marcos Wilton, who became one of the most notorious figures in the Minecraft community for how he exploited his young audience.
Oh my goodness, guys, I am so excited. This makes me feel like so happy and just so like hide and seek is the best thing ever. It's absolutely the best. Stay quiet. Stay quiet. Stay wee quiet. Oh my goodness. Run, Lion.
Which he proved he could take even further in now public allegations.
Recently, I have been going around on YouTube finding videos which talk about me in a slandering manner. Now, if you don't know what slander is a crime. It is my right to try wherever I can, whatever possible means I have to take that video down, whatever those means are. They were wrong. I am right. It's just as simple as it is.
Where he was accused of sending inappropriate messages to underage fans and even attempting to meet with minors.
Now, how old is your daughter, Susie?
She's 13 years old.
She's 13. So, 27-year-old Minecraft YouTuber that she's a fan of asks your daughter to move the conversation to Skype. What happens next?
Well, she comes down to me. Or fangirling, can you say? That's a new phrase to me, but I understand what it means.
Right.
Lion, he wants to Skype with me. And I say, and she says, can I? I say, yeah, of course, but you let me in there first. And then he asked her to send nudes.
A 16-year-old boy known as Steven Cheniques came out with a video titled "My Crazy Pedophile Experience with Lion Maker Studios with Proof." In this 45-minute video, Steven explains that he has been friends with Lion Maker since he's been 14 years of age. And when he was 15, Lion Maker started linking him a lot of on Skype and then asked him for nudes and offered to pay him $500. And when Steven was like, really? Lion Maker sent him the $500. In this video, he proved it by calling PayPal and recording it and having the rep over at PayPal read out the transaction. Here's a clip of that video.
The weirdest shit happens, and I told all my friends about this one. I let all my friends know about this. You could, like, you know, I told him the same day it happened. He's like, oh, hey, I'll send you some money on PayPal if you send me some nudes. I was like, what the fuck?
$50.
Lion Maker Studios.
Yep.
Refunded in June.
As expected, the internet was not happy about this. But despite the backlash for his predatory behavior and reported legal troubles, Lionmaker's accounts were banned and he largely disappeared from the platform, proving that sometimes behind the Minecraft skins and gaming content, some creators aren't just entertainers, they're predators.